For years, not for your whole life, but for years, a lot of us have been living and experiencing this reality in our heads. We have abandoned our bodies, and it's not your fault. You have been conditioned and programmed to have all of your attention in the mind. I want you to realize how living from the mind's illusions is the only reason why any of us truly suffer. And I will also share a couple practices to bring your awareness back down into the body. There is nothing wrong. There is literally nothing wrong with anything until the mind begins creating stories and judging every single thing you do. The mind is where the past and future exist, because they can't exist anywhere else. If you are living with more awareness in the body, will realize that this is the only moment we truly ever have. The mind is what causes anxiety and fear and worry. The mind is so powerful that when thoughts rise about a future or past situation, it begins to feel as if it's actually happening right now. But in your current experience, there is nothing going on. That's just a peek into how powerful we all truly are. The mind can become a great tool once you realize the truths about it. But if you are always in your head 24/7 during your day-to-day experiences, it's going to be difficult to actually enjoy life. And I know that we can all relate to that. You're probably thinking right now about this video as you are watching it. Do you see how easy the mind can grab your attention? You aren't letting your true being hear this message because your attention is somewhere else. For the remainder of this video, I want you to try listening to this message with your body. Don't try to understand anything I am saying. I want to speak to consciousness, not to the mind. And if you're wondering how do I do that, simply place your awareness in your hands and feet and slowly begin feeling the rest of your body. Just sink deeply into the energy of the body. There is no need to think about this. Just feel, and let consciousness hear the rest of this message. The mind will try to confuse these very simple things. So, the body has 1000% more intelligence than the mind. It's actually where you can find a direct connection to Source and your true being. I love to relate back to when we all were kids. Notice how we were able to function so well and adapt it to our environments so well without the need to think about what we were doing. We were simply letting our natural intuition guide us through life, the same way animals live. They aren't thinking about what to do next and what happened in the past and what may happen in the future. They are letting life guide life. They aren't overthinking about arguments they had with friends and family. They are completely grounded and can easily let go of most traumatic experiences and just stay grounded and present. Do you have a dog or cat or any animal next to you? I want you to observe them for a second, and if you don't, simply just imagine you have one. They aren't thinking right now. Let your pets bring you back to this moment. Your pets and nature can teach you stillness and presence. But anyways, let's get back to you. It's going to be very difficult, or I'll say uncomfortable, at first whenever we decide to come back to the body. And it's just because we don't think it's safe. We have been depending on our minds to navigate us through life our whole life, so you may have a subconscious belief that if you stop thinking about life, your life will fall apart. Your body may not feel safe because that's also where our trauma is stored. It's where those uncomfortable sensations arise also. And because we have been conditioned to believe the energy is bad, we constantly try our best to resist feeling those sensations. But there is no such thing as a bad sensation. It's just that the mind comes in and labels it bad. If you drop the story and label you attached to those uncomfortable feelings, you will clearly see that it's not actually hurting you at all, and that it's just energy vibrating in the body. The first step to returning back to the body is to realize that. You see, we are actually only afraid of feeling our feelings. We don't want certain situations to happen because of how we think it will make us feel. Do you see that? Because if you didn't have any resistance to feeling those uncomfortable feelings, you wouldn't care. You have to feel your feelings. Forget about becoming this enlightened being and transcending your consciousness to become this angel. If I recommend one practice, it would be to feel your feelings. Because once you liberated and felt through those energies, you will begin living a life of no resistance, and your connection with your body will be very, very strong, meaning your confidence will skyrocket. Those people-pleasing habits will diminish. That constant overthinking will go away. Anxiety will go away. Fear will go away. These things won't even make sense to you anymore. This will throw you into being the main character of your life again, and it's the most amazing feeling to come back to. You will be so much more present and connected to your true being, and life will just flow so much easier for you. The joy in trusting yourself and not worrying is beautiful. The codependency conditions will fall apart because self-love and self-respect will take over. I can go on and on about how powerful it is to reconnect with the body. The mind is just full of illusions and lies. How could you possibly be thinking that you are the greatest person in the world one day, and the next day you don't even want to live? It's not trustworthy. It plays both sides and makes this simple experience confusing. It causes so much unnecessary suffering. Now, this won't be an overnight shift. Realize that the body won't feel safe to live from in the beginning, because you have so many blockages in you from suppressing those emotions for years. So it's going to take some time to get that life energy to begin flowing through you smoothly again. But the process of reconnecting is a beautiful journey. You will experience so many realizations and breakthroughs. You will cry a lot and release a lot, and results can happen instantly, and permanent changes can be seen after a couple days. I'm not making any promises or trying to get your hopes up. It's all really up to you. Are you able to let go and surrender? Are you able to stop resisting what is and just allow everything that is to be? If so, my advice would be to feel your feelings. And if you're asking how to do that, it's very, very simple. Just place all of your attention on the strongest sensation in the body and be present with it. Thoughts will arise, but just keep that sensation your main focus. You have to have no desire for it to go away. You have to be curious of what it is. Love that you're getting the opportunity to experience whatever that energy may be. Naturally, it will go away. You will literally feel it go away. Also, try to keep your awareness in the body all day, every day. You can do any and every activity with awareness in the body. You don't need to think about what you are doing all the time, because you already know what you are doing. I don't want you to believe anything I am saying. You need to experiment and experience this for yourself. That is my challenge from me to you. Thank you for watching.